Hey, yeah, everybody. What's up? How's it going? I'm we're a little bit late today, but I was busy. I was working. I was working on that game that I was working on, and things are going pretty good, I'd say. I have today spent most of the day implementing. What did I do? Let me think about it. So what did I do today? I was able to successfully fix the way it feels. Before it was feeling quite sensitive and very sporadic and not easy to control. Now it is much more, it is much better, I should say, and it feels better to play. And then I implemented a reward system yesterday. Yesterday I implemented a reward system. I also fixed the there's like a ghosting effect that I have near the block. So when you are previewing, what do you call it? It's like previewing the how do I say it? You are dragging the blocks and you are putting them onto the grid, or before you put them, there is a ghost effect that happens, and I was able to successfully make it so that that ghost effect is much more accurate than what it was before. It was a bit, on the fence in terms of its accuracy, but now it's definitely where I want it to be. After that, I added persistent saving, so that's pretty cool. I added persistent saving, which means that I was able to successfully add the high score as something that will continuously appear even when you close the game entirely. So when you reopen the game, it will read back the high score that it saved on the disk, and then it will push that out. The game is basically done. I told myself that I wouldn't spend super crazy amount of time adding anything new, to be honest. My partner suggested something and I told her, like, listen, the scope needs to be smaller, so that's why I'm not going to implement what she said, but it is something that I probably will implement once I get more confident with the game engine. Right now it's just I'm not as confident as I should be, and when I do get confident, I do plan to update it. But this game is essentially, if everything goes well with the ads and stuff, which I did test ads for, so they all work, the test ads all work, and they appear in the right spots and they're running as it needs to be. But as long as that happens, and there's no hiccups when I'm trying to deploy it onto Android, it's basically Android ready. I have been playing it and testing it on my phone, so that's one thing that I got working as well, was I was able to run from the game engine to my phone, which in debug mode, which is really, really good. So I was able to do this. So I'm pretty, I'm pretty proud of where I'm at. I'm not perfect, and it's not like it's not like a super flashy game with a lot of crazy things. I did try to do some flashy stuff with some of the inbuilt tween capabilities. A tween is like a weird, it's not weird, but it's like an animation type of thing that you can apply to your like sprites and anything really. I believe a tween can be used for even audio if you wanted to. So it's like a ease in, ease out kind of mechanic thing. So that was really good. What else? I did that. Oh, then I spent this afternoon from probably 4 o'clock to now just cleaning my whole code base. It took me a while because I had to remove, because I'm trying to get it production ready level code, and I'm also I was reading a bunch of stuff about safety critical programming, which is something that I've been keeping my periphery eye on, but I haven't really delved deep into. But it's something that I do intend to get more deep into, and I tried to look into it, and I tried to put those practices into play as well. So far so good. Everything feels is running as it is when after cleaning the code. So I've cleaned all of the code, and I made it as readable as possible for my future self, because I intend to go back here and feel like I'm not going to remember anything. So making sure that that code is like super clean for when I need to update things, it's super important for me. I'm excited, to be honest. I can't wait till it's like properly like released, and then I can tell chat to play it and try it and give me some feedback. I'm expecting a lot of feedback in terms of the game, but I'm also couching the feedback in the fact that this is like my first proper kind of game thing that I've made, you know what I mean? Like this is like my first attempt at building a end-to-end game with a proper game loop, with scoring system, with simple mechanics. Like I didn't even bother with a main menu or a start button or anything like that. I think I believe my game just jumps right into it. I might make like a small title screen to show my little kind of like logo, or maybe if I have a logo or something, or maybe even not, I might just leave it at that and just keep going. So yeah, so that's where I'm at, to be honest. I'm pretty hyped for it. And nothing is perfect, but I hope there aren't crazy bugs. The main mechanics are all working well. But I just can't wait to move beyond this as well. Something that I'm excited to, because I've finally been able to understand what my goal is with the whole game development stuff. So I'm keen to move on to work towards that main goal, and build the skills I need for it. And this was kind of the first step to get something done. So the next following steps will be to do a lot of learning and building my skills up again, like up to a stage where I want it to be, and then I will try and build something small again to release as well. So that's the plan. I'm gonna try and like build those skills, and then build stuff with said improvement, you know, and then go from there. But yeah, that's my little updates and little kind of things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just pretty happy that I'm finally able to kind of finish something, to be honest. That's definitely something I'm excited for, is just finish something and get something out there, get some feedback, and move on and build something else, basically. I've noticed as well that I do tend to get a little bit burnt out of working on the same project for some time. So I need to find a system to improve my pacing of how I'm working and make sure that I'm producing the stuff that I'm producing in a timely manner, so I don't reach that burnout stage, because I frankly do think I reached that stage, and it's not a good thing. Because right now I'm at that stage where I'm like, I gotta finish this, you know what I mean? Despite me being excited about it, I do feel like I've been staring at the same lines of code for a long time, and it gets stale, you know what I mean? And frankly, I think I took a poor approach when I was programming this. I believe I made it so that I was working in the code a lot more than I was working in the editor. So there's like many ways that you can work in this game engine that I'm particularly working in. You can do a lot of the stuff in the editor, and you can also do a lot of the stuff in the code itself. And I think I relegated a lot of the work that I did in the code, which frankly I don't think is the right approach, especially if I'm trying to get used to the game engine. So I'm gonna try and do the best practices possible for working in the game engine, because I think this time around I really did lean in towards just programming a lot of the stuff that I should have been doing in the editor, because maybe it's easier, or maybe it's more standard to do, you know, whatever the case might be. Anyways, in this game, however, I am planning to... What's my goal here? So my goals here is to get my alchemy up to level 100. That's the plan for alchemy. And then I'm going to work towards building gear that has 20% drop rate on it. I'm going to search online and look at a couple of videos to try and help me with that, but I don't know how long this process will take, so we're going to see how long this process will take and then go from there. Yeah, today I went through a lot of like, I wouldn't say debugging, but definitely today was like trying to make sure the game feels right, you know, like placing objects or placing the blocks should feel satisfying. And that's one of the things that I spent like a lot of time on today to get right. And I had my partner to test out a lot of the stuff, so it feels, it's like getting direct user feedback. And she was like, listen, this doesn't really feel good. Do you mind, you know, you're probably better off changing this part. And I was like, yo, sure, of course. And all that really took was applying a 50% slow on the way the pieces are moving, and it felt natural to her, so that was good. We got some feedback from her, and she said that it felt basically the same as the other block game that she's played before, so she's like, yeah, this feels perfect. And I was like, sick. Big win there. And so I'm just taking that feedback, and I make sure that I make sure I'm doing my best to kind of honor the feedback that I get. Some of the feedback is, I'm being cautious when I'm taking feedback as well, and making sure that I'm not like overwhelming myself, because sometimes the feedback might be quite, you know, it might be quite like overwhelming, like it's something that I probably cannot solve, or like it's like a minor thing, that it's like, oh, hey, listen, this block looks, I don't know, slightly different color than I expected, and it's like, okay, I get that, but is this something that is gonna make or break the game? No? Okay, that's fine. Then I can push this feedback a little bit later, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm working on things that are immediately worrisome to the experience of the game, rather than really super minor things. But overall, man, I think I'm honestly I'm pretty like what do you call it? Surprised. I even got this far. Like, I'm pretty surprised I got this far. I didn't expect it, but I'm pleasantly surprised with how far I've gotten, and I won't give up until it's done. I really nearly gave up. I really did nearly give up 2 days ago, just because of the ad complications that I was having, but listen, man, I pushed through it, and I was like, fuck it. And I'll say this now, it was all thanks to the missus. She was the one that told me, hey, don't stop, just keep going and do what you can and just get through it. Because she's like, you usually always somehow figure it out. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll give it a try. I'm not optimistic. So, I mean, overall, I'm happy. I'm just excited. I'm excited to just show it. You know, that's definitely something. I just want people to play it and tell me what they think. They might think it's shit, and I'll be like, okay, well, I mean, I tried, and I'm okay with that feedback. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is kind of shit. Like, I'm like, okay, that's okay. You know, it's the first attempt. If it's shit now, let's improve. Let's make something better later. I'm pretty open to any form of feedback at this stage, just because I haven't really had anyone really play a video game that I made. The fact that I got that far should be enough for me to feel pretty like pumped about it. So I am. Yeah, and if the feedback is mediocre, whatever the case might be, I don't even care. I'm like, yep. I mean, I get that. This is only the beginning. And hopefully we can make some cool stuff where everything feels super satisfying to play. That's the plan. As I said the other day, it's just to get some product out there that feels good to use. One thing about this is moving back and forth is a little bit frustrating. Yo, hot hands, how's it hanging? Oh, you got an ad? Tell me when the ad is done. 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 Let me know when the ad is done. Ad is done. Okay, yo. Yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going? How's it hanging? How's it? What the oh. How's it? How we bowling? Caved you. 100k on that. Ooh. It's not good. Everything is good? That's good. How about you? I'm okay. I'm chilling. I'm just leveling up and I'm just chilling. I'm just relaxing. I'm vibing. What games have you been playing lately? I'm currently trying to not rage quit on League. Ah, you've been playing League, huh? Coffee is helping. Fair enough. 3 million, let's go! That's so based. I can't believe I hit 3 million there. What the heck? That goes absolutely crazy. Why can I only make one? Oh, this might be this level. F. Buy. Do this. No, wait as long. 29k. Buy. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to farm. I'm farming. I'm nearly there. I'm trying to get to level 100 alchemy. And then the next goal is to build some crazy gear. That's the next goal. Is to build some whack job level gear. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I can make more? Ooh, I can make more. Oh. Ooh, I can make more. I can make more. Let's go. But I'm worried I need to do some money farming because I'm running out of money doing this. 248 high HP, and then we're gonna go choose recipe, and then we're gonna go down here, and then I'm gonna craft here, and then I'm gonna go to 66. Yes, please. And I'm gonna mix this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spam here. I'm gonna go hold this button. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna mix here. I'm gonna do this. queue so I can do a bunch of them. Boom, boom. And then I'm gonna tap here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna hold this one here. Boom. I'm gonna do these two, and then I should be done. And I should be getting 3 million experience. Go. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting 3 million. Let's go. So that's how I do it. So I would first need to buy over there, and then I would build some there. So go here, do this, buy high HP potion here, and then I would go instantly back over there. Quickly go back here, go all the way here. Craft, and I would craft up this one here, high HP potion. For some reason it says that it's 0, but I just bought a bunch of them. I don't know why that's the case or why that's happening, but it's happening and it's good. I appreciate this. It just means that I'm doing a faster job. Okay, so that's done now. I've got a bunch of these potions, and then I'm gonna go down. Yeah, we got 248 of those potions. And then we're gonna go choose recipe, go down here quickly and craft these ones, and 66 of them I'll be crafting. And then I should be Gucci. And boom, boom, mix, boom. Then boom, and then do this, go over here, then go over here, do this one, then go all the way over here, then do this over here, and then go over here, and press this, and then go all the way over here, do this over here, and then do this one, and then do this one here, and then press Q so I have an easier time. Yeah. Boom. Now I should get 3 million. 3, 2, 1. Boom. I just carried a couple of inters and the enemy fed. Nice. I assume you mean you carried a bunch of guys that were bricks? I don't know what inters mean. Are you talking about integers? I don't know what that means. Forfeited, oh. Ah. Intentionally feed the enemy enemy kill and gold. Oh. Is it like a slur? I got 2 million. Okay. 2 million dollars. Nearly there, guys. I'm nearly there. I got a few more levels to go. I'm approaching it. Once I'm done, I'll be pretty happy about it because I can move on to the next part. We've had it for a while though. Oh, I need truffles and I need trial cave dew. Grab trial cave dew. Bye. One more batch before I come back. But okay. Hey man, that's good though. At least you carried them. I mean, you know. It's pretty good. Okay, my friends, we got to level 100 on the alchemy, and I was just doing a bit of looking at my gear. I do have some item drop rate stuff, and I've just looked at some guide to kind of figure out the item drop rate stuff to see how, what it looks like. It is a bit of work, to be honest. It's like a pretty decent amount of time. I gotta get my first things first is probably getting through all of the quests for all of my lives so that I can fulfill Marco's request and upgrade the shop rating to 5. Because then that allows me to get an applique, or whatever. A sticker basically, this one here, the trip applique, yeah, the trip applique. This will help me make it so that I can get item drop rate on my gear easier, and this will help me when doing that. So we need to, that's like our next step, is to really upgrade our thing, and then go from there. So yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing tomorrow. Right now I'll probably head off because I got work tomorrow and I got a bunch of stuff I need to do before we go to bed. So yeah, thanks for chilling out. I know it was a pretty, it wasn't an exciting session, but it was. It's good that we completed this, and then we can, we can move on to doing a bunch of the, the dungeons and stuff like that, and hopefully the drop rate up can help when we're doing that. And I'll do a bit more research, because maybe there's not that much effort I need to put into getting a lot of item drop rate stuff, because maybe the item tables might be fixed. Items might not, just because you have 200% drop rate, there might only be a situation where from that table you only will receive a maximum of 2 items of the really rare item. It's not going to go higher than what it should be. So there's a situation like that I might need to look into to make sure that I'm not like unnecessarily farming for gear or getting gear that I don't need to get. But at least we have some experience up stuff. And then we're Gucci, and then we can at least farm some cool gear, go through those dungeons and level up my attack lives, and then we're sitting pretty, to be honest. So yeah. Anyways, take care, have a good one, and I'll see you around. Okay. Good night.